Now, the war that started over the chanting of the Hanuman Chalisa has taken quite another turn. The Member of Parliament in question, Navneet Rana, has claimed that she was abused and tormented in custody for being from a lower caste. After Rana wrote to the Lok Sabha Speaker alleging inhuman treatment, the Mumbai Police came back with its own version of events. In fact, the Mumbai Police Commissioner released a video showing Rana drinking tea inside the police station. This clarification comes on the back of specific charges made by Navneet Rana in a letter to the Lok Sabha Speaker, where she alleged that in the Taloja jail she was called names, refused water and the right to use the washroom only because she is from the Neech Jati. However, now police has released this CCTV footage as proof to show that she in fact was accorded dignity and offered water. Sources have also said that the statements of other inmates inside jail will be recorded to disprove her charges of abuse and bias. Her lawyer, though, has pointed out loopholes in the police's defense.
आमची जबाबदारी आहे त्याला व्यवस्थितपणे पार पाडणार. कायदा आणि सुव्यवस्थेचा प्रश्न निर्माण होईल असं मला वाटत नाही, पण जर काही लोकांनी ते करायचा प्रयत्न केला तर आपण कमी पडणार नाही एवढं मला एवढी खात्री मला आहे आणि आपण सगळे हे करून दाखवणार असंही मला वाटतं. मात्र जे लोक करणार आहेत त्यांच्यावर कारवाई करताना आपण संयम वागा, पण असंही नाही की आपल्यावर अतिरेक होत असेल, कुठेही काही जाळपोळ होत असेल तर आपण त्याचे बघण्याची भूमिका आपण पत्करणार नाही. आम्हाला कायद्याप्रमाणे आणि नियमाप्रमाणे आपण सर्व कारवाई कराल अशी माझी अपेक्षा आहे.
यकीन है कि वो सब सीसीटीवी रिकॉर्डिंग सैंडिगोस पुलिस स्टेशन की निकालकर रिट्रीव करके सैंडिगोस पुलिस स्टेशन के लॉकअप की सीसीटीवी रिकॉर्डिंग्स रिट्रीव करके उसको स्टडी करके उसमें से जो सच्चाई है उसके ऊपर वो रोशनी डालेंगे. जिस तरीके से उन्होंने सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर खार पुलिस स्टेशन की वीडियो रिलीज की है, मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि सैंडिगोस पुलिस स्टेशन की रिट्रीव की हुई सीसीटीवी रिकॉर्डिंग्स भी बिना किसी एडिटिंग के उसको सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म में हाईलाइट करना चाहिए ताकि पब्लिक को पता हो कि क्या सच है क्या गलत है. कॉम्पिटेंट अथॉरिटी को उस कंप्लेन के जवाब में उन सीसीटीवी रिकॉर्डिंग्स को फॉरवर्ड करके उस कंप्लेन की बुनियाद पर जो इंक्वायरी की जाएगी या जो इंक्वायरी करनी है उस इंक्वायरी के अंदर संजय पांडे सर और उनकी सैंडिगोस पुलिस स्टेशन की पूरी टीम इंक्लूडिंग जो लॉकअप की टीम है वो पूरी कोऑपरेट करेगी.
Meanwhile, Navneet Rana also has released footage of what she says is a murderous attack on her house in Amravati. In fact, she says these images are proof of how a government-backed intimidation campaign has been launched against her. The footage shows a mob of Shiv Sainiks reaching her doorstep and pelting stones in full public view. She says this just shows that they had the police's patronage and do not fear the law. Remember that all Sainiks booked and arrested for the attack on Rana's house have since been given bail.
मला वाटतं आरोप प्रत्यारोपमध्ये मी जात नाही, तुम्हाला नेहमी माहिती आहे. त्याच्यावर बोलण्याची काही गरज नाही आहे. जे काय ते आपल्या डोळ्यासमोर आहे. आज मुंबईसाठी जे महत्त्वाचे विषय होते, महाराष्ट्रासाठी जे महत्त्वाचे विषय होते, त्या विषयांसाठी मी आज रेल मंत्री महोदयांची भेट घेतली आणि चांगली भेट झाली. जिसको हर दिन झूठ बोलने की आदत है उस पर मैं क्या कमेंट करूं.
Massive showdown is going on in Maharashtra over reciting of Hanuman Chalisa. Navneet Rana, Ravi Rana, they both have been charged under sedition. Uddhav Thackeray for the first time has come out and he has said that if you want to chant Hanuman Chalisa, call and come home, but dadagiri nahi chalegi. How do you see the statements coming in and the charges of sedition that have been put on the Rana couple?
For decades, Muslims have been reading namaz on the road. The azan blares 5 times a day. Why no one, including Uddhav Thackeray, asked the Muslims to pray indoors? Why only for Hanuman Chalisa? Why does he not call all Muslims to his house and ask them to offer namaz at his home? The problem is Hanuman Chalisa. The problem is not Rana couple. They did not even come out of their house. Forget law and order. Forget sedition. And Uddhav Thackeray is not about criticism. His government is not about criticism. You cannot arrest a sitting member of parliament and a MLA without following due process of law. The issue is not Gundagirdi. The issue is Hanuman Chalisa, and it is the Shiv Sena that is doing Gundagirdi.
All right, Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP, joins us along with author Ratan Sharda, Ravi Srivastava, political analyst. Tuhin Sinha, the Mumbai Police Commissioner is saying a pack of lies. Navneet Rana and the BJP are peddling a pack of lies.
You know, Padmaja, the credibility of Mumbai Police has touched an all-time low under the Aghadi government. I don't want to go into what was happening with Parambir Singh and Sachin Waze, but I think one would rather, one would rather deal with anything they say with a pinch of salt. But the point here is we are still missing the focus based on a threat, a very absurd and a very outrageous threat by one of the senior most leaders of Shiv Sena, Sanjay Raut. The house of this Dalit lady was attacked. Kirit Somaya was attacked for the third time in a month, and you have seen, footages. He could have well been killed. Both Kirit Somaya and Mohit Bhartiya have alleged that their FIRs have been fudged and wrong FIRs have been registered, which they have nothing to do with. So these are the grave charges. I think we need to move beyond what is happening inside the jail, because the legacy which the Aghadi government is leaving behind is one of absolute illegality, which they are presiding
illegality and now bullying Ravi Srivastava. Because now it's not just about Shiv Sainis attacking her house. Her charges are that she was basically called a Neech Jati and refused water.
The charges are absolutely false, but still, since that the CCTV footage is available and all kind of surveillance is available, they can always approach the court again. They can say there that I was not given water, or I was not allowed to use the washroom. What is the use of giving this kind of media bites for that matter? My issue here is why somebody feels that he is a VIP in the jail also. For what purpose? Does it not happen? Does it happen to the common man also? If anybody goes inside the jail, is not offered water or not given the toilet, does you go to your reporter goes there to show
she
to
is
the
saying, she is saying that it was done to her because she is of a certain caste. And because the police and the political henchmen are being used to intimidate and attack.
If somebody is inside the jail, he is accused of a crime. And a crime has got no caste. It's very simple. Is treated as like any other habitant over there in the jail, any other inmate. So they have been treated at par. What is wrong in it?
Ratan Sharda, basically playing victim is what the Shiv Sena and the police seems to be suggesting.
Well, a person who has been arrested on a stupid charge of sedition for something which has nothing to do with sedition, as a chief minister is the president of India or is the India itself, so you can put a sedition charge against an MP. That is a farce. Whether she plays the victim card or not, that is up to her. It's politics. These people have played goons against the Kirit Somaya, against her, against people whose hair have been cut, who have been beaten up black and blue, just because they made a joke about the chief minister as if he's a god. Even in Hindu ethos, we don't kill people who speak against the god. So this entire approach is basically the Sanjay Pandey, the chief commissioner, who made a rule of 100 meters for Hanuman Chalisa around mosque. Has he ever made a rule for 100 meters around temples where no noise should be made or no azan should be given? No, sir, it is not done. I have to listen 5 times a day that your God is poor, not up to my God is supreme and all other gods are false. 5 times a day. High court judgments have been given, but no action has been taken. So you have a contempt of court case against you. You have shown contempt to the court decision. And today you're talking of sedition.
Yes,
you're
Mr.
talking about Hanuman Chalisa. You're talking about this because I don't like this fellow, interrupting every time. This fellow thinks he's the God.
I've been told.
Sorry, Mr. Ravi Srivastava, not the way to conduct a debate. I have not finished.
Why you have got an indefinite vocabulary here or what?
Okay, let him respond to you.
Are you Shiv Sena?
When the anchor has asked me, I will speak.
You are just a person making
very simple
comments on TV.
It's over for you.
What to speak about?
How you listen it silently?
You cannot behave like this. You cannot
listen silently now.
Okay, Mr. Sharda. Mr. Sharda, please finish your point. Please finish your point. Let him make his argument. Yes, Ravi Srivastava, what is your argument?
My argument is the charges are serious. The charges have been examined by the Honorable High Court, and I would like to tell, when our Prime Minister was going to Punjab and some farmers came with the protest, he told that Chief Minister, Mr. Channi, I have come back alive. Had something happened in
Did he put up a case of sedition? Did he put up a case of sedition? Did Prime Minister make a case of sedition? Did the Prime Minister make a case of sedition? Tell me.
Hanuman Chalisa law and order situation in Mumbai on the street.
So Hanuman Chalisa is law and order situation. Speaking on the loudspeaker without court permission is very legal. That is legal. So you can shout on azan on loudspeaker whichever disallowed by the court. That is okay, but somebody reciting a Hanuman Chalisa becomes a law and order problem. That is a problem.
You are saying, Mr. Srivastava, you are saying everything is being done by the book, but now the letter has gone to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, who's asked for a report. Whether everything was done by the book as far as the Member of Parliament is concerned will be determined very soon. However, till then, there should be no law and order situation on the streets of Mumbai. We'll keep a close eye on the story. Taking a quick break at this point. Back in a minute on the other side, the other big political development of the day. Why did Congress choose Parivar over PK?